Hello, and welcome to another special edition on Cracking the Cryptic, where today we're going to take a look at what I think is the most well thought of cryptic crossword that appears regularly in the US. It appears in The Nation magazine weekly, and it's been recommended by Will Shorts and Deb Amlin to us. So we're going to take a look and see how it compares with the regular UK crosswords that we've been vlogging about, and we'll step through it, and hopefully, for our US friends, some of them may, you may see that these cryptic crosswords aren't as difficult as they may fear. So let's take a look. Right, one across. It rules 27 in disarray. Well, I think that's a reference to clue number 27, which says, surfer perhaps is reckless one across. Okay, so we have two self-referencing clues here that I suspect internet user maybe. Reckless one across. I wonder if internet user is an anagram of something, because I can see how that could be a surfer in 27 across. But let's not dwell on that. Let's go on to see if we can get one down. Victory brings legal case against head of sorority housing about 100. Brings legal case. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is that the definition is probably victory. Then we need a word for to brings legal case. Yeah, okay. And we're going to put that against the first letter, the head letter of the word sorority, so that's an S. And we're going to put all of that, very nice, around two things. Firstly, an abbreviation for the word about, and secondly, an abbreviation for 100, which is the familiar Roman numeral abbreviation we've seen before. So actually it's an extremely elegant clue, this, because it's housing about. The word about there is absolutely necessary for the clue to work, because the answer is success. So I spoke yesterday about the importance of there being no superfluous words in good clue writing, and that's certainly an evidence there. So internet user, still a possible anagram of one across. But let's carry on. Pleads with outspoken flattery. Pleads with outspoken flattery. No, I'm not getting that. We should go try and use the C here. Mostly talk and smile in embarrassment. Okay, so this is another nice clue. So the mostly talk should be making us think now. If you've been following the series, that sounds like we need a word for talk, which we're going to slightly shorten. We need most of the word, but not all of it. And we need to think very much about these short synonyms as well. So a short synonym for talk beginning with C, well, I think that's likely to be chat. Oh, so let's put the H in and the A, because we need most of it. Now we need a word for smile at the end of this, and the whole thing will mean embarrassment. And I'm sure you've all got it already, but there we go, chagrin. Let's carry on and look at this one. Results involves reverse guarantee. To be ensure. Why is it ensure? Ah, I see why. Now, how interesting. Okay, so R in American crosswords apparently can be an abbreviation for reverse. Now, I imagine that's because that's what you see on a gear lever or a gear stick. And that seems totally fair enough to me, but I'm not sure we'd see that in any UK crosswords. There's an interesting difference there. So we've got ensue to result around the R for reverse, meaning ensure. 14 across. Birds weep bitterly in a trap. Weep bitterly in a trap. Can't quite get that. I have a couple of thoughts about it, but neither of them proving very helpful. Let's go and have a look at 3 down. With nothing, 23 rolls can be distributed up to 3 times. With nothing, and 23. Okay, let's take a look at 23 to see if we can solve that quickly. A young woman is wrong. Okay, well, as we know, good clue writers don't use superfluous A's, so let's go for A there. A young woman is a miss. So now something's amiss, it's wrong. So now let's read this 3 down clue again. With nothing amiss, rolls can be distributed up to 3 times. Nothing amiss. I don't know that yet. Okay, raising stake for mount. Well, this is a clue that I've seen in some forms before, and if you're an experienced cryptic crossword solver, you'll be familiar with the fact that the word anti and the word etna are reversals of one another. So that's going to help me there. Fill that one in. 5 down. Amounts to more than passé songs. Amounts to more than. Okay, well, that's solve that, but I can see how it begins. I think the word is going to meet the clue answer will be defined by amounts to more than. So something like outnumbers sounds good, doesn't it? Out, if something's passé, it's out, and then songs could be numbers. So I think that's probably the answer. 6 down. Henri swimming in a river. Okay, nice. So a nice use of the correct part of the world in which this river actually lives. So swimming there is the anagram indicator. We need an anagram of Henri, and it's going to be a river. So I think that's fairly straightforward. I'm sure you've all got it already. Rhine. Now, could this still be internet user? No. How annoying. It rules. Something board, something court, Supreme Court, I guess, rules in America. I'm going to go for that. I think that's so. Let's go to Supreme Court. And let's reread 27 across. So, surfer perhaps is reckless. Supreme Court. It could still be something user, couldn't it? In fact, computer user. Is that going to be the right anagram? Yeah. There we go. Right, 10 across. Massachusetts College included in cliched testimonial. Massachusetts College. I know that's MIT, but I suspect there are lots of others that are more familiar to American solvers. Well, actually, cliched could be trite, couldn't it? BU, is that Brown University? Is that in Massachusetts? Oh goodness, I know Americans will be looking at this thinking I'm such an ignoramus, but yeah, I'll go for that. Testimonial as a tribute. Right, 12. In the end, toss our ripe bananas in a lake. In the end, toss. It could be an S, I suppose. Our ripe bananas, that's an anagram of our ripe. Ah, so it's another American piece of geography though. Lovely clue. So 7 down. Synagogue member leading Central American country announced anniversary celebrations. Synagogue member. I'm not Not sure I know that one yet. Oh, we could do 2 down now. Pleads with outspoken flattery. Praise. It's a homophone. Very nice. So it sounds like P-R-A-I-S-E. 3 down. With nothing amiss, rolls can be distributed up to 3 times. Still not seeing that one, which seems to be a bit silly. Say hi again without energy or remorse. Ah, well, if we re-greet, we say hi again. If we knock an E out of that, we get regret, which is going to be the answer there. Oh, we've got a B at the end of this one now. Birds weep. Oh, it's an anagram of birds weep. Then, God, I didn't spot that. I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be the name of some birds, and then an anagram of weep in a word meant trap. That seems to not be correct. So a trap is a side. Oh, that's very odd. I'm not sure I know that yet. Let's go 16 across. Build terminals in advance for large Quebec airport. What a terrifying clue. Because I really hope I don't need to know anything about Quebec and its airports, but luckily I don't. Good clue, good misdirection. So the terminals is being used there to flag the last letters. 16 down, Carol eats all over the place. That's one way to move up. Okay, that's a nice anagram. Carol and eats, escalate 4. Let's go 22 across. Make white line in the sand. Make white, bleach. So it's going to be beach around an L for line. It would be if I could make this work. Oh my goodness, this is going wrong now. Why is it doing this? Escalate. E-O-R. Okay, right. 19 down. Mark lies about unfinished embrace with Professor. Well, unfinished embrace, that must be hug without its end, I would have thought. So Mark lies about unfinished embrace with Professor. Not quite getting that yet. 24 down. Ultimate implement for a shoemaker. Last. It's a tool used by a shoemaker. 26. An exciting sensation dropping right in where bugs live. Where bugs live. Anthill. Nice, yeah. So it's an and then thrill without its R. Oh goodness me, why can't I get that? And maybe it's not. Maybe I've been misled. Is it scholarly? Hold rather. So embrace is hold and then scar around the outside. Yeah, well done. Misled me again. 18 across. I cry uncontrollably, absorbed by catalogues. Some songwriters. Catalogues must be lists, lyricists. Yes. An anagram of I cry. Lists. Let's go back to this one. Synagogue member leading Central American country. Announce. That sounds like a homophone. Anniversary celebrations. Jubilees. Right, now, why? Belize, lovely. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful homophone. Jew and Belize. Very good. Not seen anything like that before. Big fan of originality, so nice clue. TV host standing up for comedian. Oh, goodness. TV host. Oh dear, I really hope I don't know the name of any American comedian. Clay's new name, for instance. Clay's new name, for instance. No. Oh dear. Could be a child problem downstairs. Pause it a sec. Okay, so conclusion of agreement with Santa's staff overturned favourite type of recovery programme. Conclusion of agreement looks like a T. Oh, very nice, yeah. Okay, so the with is a W there, which is totally fair enough. And then we've got 12, we've got elves for Santa's staff, and then overturning a pet for a favourite. Very nice clue. Oh no, it's a spider web or something. 14 down. Birds wait bitterly in trap. It is spider web, gosh. 15 down. Ego is Latin translation for JK or HP. JK Rowling? HP? Ego is Latin translation. Oh, okay, initials. Very good. I for ego, followed by an anagram of is Latin. Let's go 15 across. One is guilty of thrusting Mexican politicians into sect. Oh my God. One is guilty, a culprit. He's guilty. Well, why is that the answer? A cult is a sect. Thrusting Mexican politicians. I think that's a reference. I don't know. I'll need one of our American friends to explain what's going on there, I think. So 20 across, scare 3 in Marsh. What was 3? Oh, 3 is one I haven't solved yet. Scare 3 in Marsh. Marsh could be a fen. Frighten. There you go. Harpo would fit here. TV host standing up comedian. Harpo Marx was a comedian. Oprah Winfrey. Okay, I do know. I have heard of Oprah Winfrey, so that is helpful. Now, what was this saying about frightened? 20 got scared. So it was right was the answer to this. So with nothing. Miss. Rolls. Right. Error-free? Errorless? Is that a word? I'm sure that's not an English word. Errorless. With nothing amiss. So that would be errorless. Rolls. I can see that being anagrammed. Up to 3 times. Rolled is going to be distributed. Not quite seeing how that works. Rolls can be distributed up to 3 times. Not sure. Have an influence on law featuring fluorine and iron. Well, fluorine is F and iron is that. Have an influence you affect. Is that going to be the right part of speech? Have an influence on, yes. So act featuring the F and the FE. So 17 across. Clay's new name for instance. Well, Ali was Clay. Alias. Is that right? New name for instance. I mean, it's clearly right. I'm just trying to parse it correctly. So Clay's new name. Oh, it's an and lit. Very clever. Yeah. Okay, so Clay's new name is Ali. For instance is an as. So, and the whole thing is defining the alias. So yeah, lovely clue. Very clever. I really enjoyed this. Yeah, I'm pleased to say that yeah, the top American cryptic crossword is worthy of the name. Now, errorless I need to think about. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure the word doesn't. It's not a valid, in the UK English word. So it must be an American word. I can't think what else it would be. And the only way I can pass it is to suggest that you'd need 3 lots of the word rolls to give you sufficient anagram fodder to be able to create out of the letters the words errorless. You'd have some letters left over. What you would have left over, actually. I'm not sure I can make any word out of what you'd have left over. So I'd be interested to know how exactly that one works. But overall, yeah, great puzzle. Enjoyed doing it. And we might do another of these if this proves popular. Thanks for watching.